This is an interview for Chris Moo, who is asking me a few questions for his college assignment. I'll do the best to answer these questions. First question Chris asks is, what advice would I give to other police officers to prevent them from being scrutinized by the media and society? I would say that to be a police officer is a very high calling, and the fact that it's a high calling, they have to understand that they will be scrutinized, and they should be scrutinized. The police officer role is an extremely powerful position, more powerful than a judge, for example. Judge has to have due process in the court. Police officer at any moment can violate anyone's rights by handcuffing them and placing them under arrest, and then later just releasing them and saying, okay, we're not going to file charges. Meanwhile, the person actually had their rights infringed upon. So I would say that that police officer has to understand, if you're going to be in that profession, you're going to have to know that you will be under scrutiny. That's just the way it is. It's the reality. The next question is, what do I think is the difference between police brutality in America and the rest of the world? Well, I think that the United States obviously has much better trained police officers, and we have much higher standards. Other countries, you have police officers that torture people to get information, in which that is not the case here in the United States. If you look at statistically, the amount of brutality is actually not anywhere near as high as many people think, because of all of the incidents that have occurred on the media. It's a very low proportionate number of people that are brutalized by police. There are, however, occasions when police do things that look very bad, and some of it may be poor training. Some of it is also because the public may not understand the dangers in policing. But I also think that police need to really be very, very cautious in every decision they make, and they need to try to take as much time as possible, knowing that they're going to make decisions in very quick moments, and the public will scrutinize those for a long, long time. And so, again, it's the nature of it. Next question, what are my thoughts on police brutality? How does police brutality make me feel? Well, my background, the fact that I used to be a police officer, I fully understand both sides of the story. My feelings are that I think that police need to do everything they can to actually try to de-escalate things as best they can, use the tools that they have, tasers and a number of different things. But I do think that we need to have discussion. I think that the police officer role, I think that it needs to evolve. And I know that when I was in the police department, if you were too nice to people, they would label you a social worker, to whereas if you were aggressive, you were kind of looked up to by the other officers. And I think that still somewhat exists today. But again, it's a very complex issue. I think it's not understood by the public, and I think that the police have to do everything they can to be a part of the public and have empathy. I think that we're missing empathy a lot in policing roles, but a lot of it is because of what police officers see every day. It's a very, very difficult job. They're around people that are very difficult to be around, because these are individuals that do not like the police and that do not want to abide by the law. So those are my thoughts. I hope it helps your assignment, and thank you for asking me these questions, Chris.